So, how loudly do you think it's going to go? Do you think it's going to go pretty loudly or pretty softly? I can hear like both the sound of my voice and the sound of my voice, from the outside and the inside. It's a weird feeling, being able to hear exactly how you sound. And, if I turn away, it sounds different. It's interesting. It's interesting and stupid at the same time. But you all know that, it doesn't make it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't care. It's just pretty cool to have a microphone. I think that it's cool to have, take a look at this microphone. Look at that. It's a Black Yeti. And even in Blue Yeti, it's a dark Blue Yeti. It's the dark version, the dark night version of the microphone, man. It's cool. I think it's cool. Don't you think it's cool? I don't even know what I'm speaking in this voice. Like, I don't normally speak in this voice, but oh my God, when I hear my own voice on the microphone, I just feel so sexy. I don't know. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. It's redonkulous. It's dumb. It's idiotic. But I gotta do it. Because I can hear it. I can hear exactly how I sound. And I sound absolutely wonderful, absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. How do you like the sound of my voice now? It's absolutely perfect. There is nothing better than that. I could just listen to my voice all day. Just speak, hear my voice, and listen to it. And that's the way that I live. Because I am a professional at this stuff. So anyways, I don't got no topics to talk about. I did watch a TED Talk the other day. Actually, it wasn't the other day, it was a bunch of months ago, but I was going to plan on making some videos where I practice explaining things to people. You got to get explaining things to people's skills. And the only way to do that is to actually explain things to people. So one of the first things that I wanted to try explaining was a TED Talk. I was going to watch like a TED Talk, and then every time I'd watch a TED Talk, I would explain it in my own words to someone else. In this case, to you, this webcam over here. So I'm going to try doing that, alright? Let's see what we can do. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I watched a TED Talk. And that TED Talk was about Google Maps and satellite view. This guy was looking on Google Maps and taking a look from a satellite view down on college campuses. And he was noticing this very strange phenomenon that appeared. Like, there would be the normal brick paths that the architect designed for the campus. But then, like, in the middle of the grass or in the middle of the trees, there would be these tiny, tiny, tiny little dirt paths that would just go in various directions. And he wondered what those were. And so he kept finding these at every single campus that he found. And even in, like, public places, just everywhere. He found these little dirt paths, and he was wondering where they came from. Eventually, he found out that those were man-made paths. What had happened was, people like students, for instance, in the college campuses, they would be late to class, and they wouldn't want to take the normal path because it wouldn't get them to the class they needed to get to fast. So they would just cut through the grass or cut through the forest or whatever. Cut through whatever was in the way just to take a shortcut. They would take as many shortcuts as they could. And these little dirt paths were just the result of every single person continuously walking in the shortest way, the shortest possible manner to get to where they wanted to get. And these paths, they were definite. Like, it's not like they formed out of, nothing. It's not like there were multiple paths. No, there were just definite paths. This is the shortest way to get to that point. And that's what he found out. And that's what the TED Talk was about. The TED Talk was kind of about how an architect, while he is pretty smart and maybe he can design things pretty well, he's not going to really be able to design the shortest distance. Like, he's not going to be able to predict the path that people are going to want to take. Because these dirt paths have appeared in every single college campus. And what smart people do, what smart college campuses do, is instead of trying to get these cut off or try to put up gates or something, they take some concrete and they lay down the concrete on that path and make an official path, so that the students have that actual path going towards them. It's pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool thing. And the TED Talk went on to talk about how there was marketing involved, how you could market it or how you could make a YouTube channel or something like that, and how the best way to make a business, he talked about this guy who started a restaurant business, but he didn't start it like a normal person would start a restaurant business. instead of going out and choosing a location to do the restaurant like as best as he could, no, he decided he was going to just buy this portable restaurant truck, this like taco stand type truck, and he would just, every day, he would sell a different thing at a different place. And he kept doing this every single day until he found the best place and the best thing to sell, the thing that people responded to most. Like, he let the people decide. He let all of the people decide, because people as a whole are more smart about what people want than one person is. And so he let that happen, and he was able to build a restaurant chain that made like over 100 restaurants all over the world. Just because he did that, just because he figured out what people wanted, and he figured out how to deliver it, the best location to do it, and he did it. And so that was basically what that TED Talk was about. It was interesting, because it's interesting how things can form organically, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. There's nothing else to say. It's interesting how paths like that can form organically, or the likeness of a video, or the popularity of a song. They can all form just organically. It's very interesting. Very cool stuff. You should watch that TED Talk. Maybe I'll put a link to it in the description or something. I don't know. This is fun. It's easy. I can just talk about stuff, and I can hear my own voice, so I know that I sound okay.